Hi guys, we're back with Plus This. I'm Kathy Deach.
And I am Eva Tingley.
And we are so thrilled to be on our first location.
On location at Melissa Masse's boutique in West Hollywood.
Is it West Hollywood?
Is it Mid-City?
I don't know. We don't know. I think it's
We're in
West
LA,
Hollywood.
so we're super
We're in
cool.
LA, guys. By the way, could this be cuter? I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. Mine's a little cuter.
It's my color.
It is your color.
And that's your color. She nailed us.
She nailed us. She totally nailed us. Got
Hardcore.
her like New York and
Boom.
me LA style
Yeah.
for 100%.
Yeah, it's really East Coast, West Coast. In the house. Yes. So not only do we have an amazing location, but we also have like kind of all-star guests right now, right?
Not even kind of.
Absolutely.
Like huge guests that we're so excited to share with you guys right now.
And one has to like run off to a scring, so we got to pull it together.
Yeah, we gotta be real quick.
Okay. First of all, I want to introduce my friend because she's
She's your friend.
That's not true. I have a brilliant friend. She's been casting for 25 years. She's won 9 casting awards, the Ardios. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think
You always
Ardios,
say it like that. And
nominated for 9.
Nominated
But either
for
one,
9.
like just been
That's okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
13 now.
13.
She didn't give us an updated bio.
I mean,
but
just-
whatever.
just really good at her job. So
Exactly. And you have probably watched her shows because they're insanely popular. Californication. She was on the Mindy Project. Right now, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which we are living our lives
Yes.
for, which is not only critical acclaim, but like everyone I know watches it. I mean, maybe because I'm a musical theater nerd, but
Yeah.
whatever. Also, Better Things, which someone was on.
Someone fancy.
last week.
I mean, do you know
when
her?
I was on TV last week. But-
Or 4 months ago.
Right,
whatever.
whenever we show this to you. But I don't know, it's episode 8. You can go watch it. Which, by the way, is every one of my friends in my timeline's favorite show. And
I mean, it's really,
the
really
casting
great.
director today is here, Felicia Fasano.
Yay!
Amazing.
Thank
And
you.
because that's not enough.
I know, that's not enough. She brought her amazingly talented friend, Dana Sims, who is an agent who reps Cyndi Lauper. Maybe you've heard of her.
Yeah, just a
Um,
couple of names. in
Maybe you've
music.
heard of Jeezy. Maybe you've heard of Kendrick Lamar. She just reps a few of those people. And she is here with us today.
Yes, Dana Sims, everyone.
Yes.
Dana, and
Thank
you do charity work. You work with a charity.
Yes, I'm on the board of My Friend's Place,
Yes.
which is an organization that provides goods and services to homeless teens.
That's amazing.
incredible. It's so,
I've actually held events here like 3 times.
at the space.
Yes, like having shopping nights with girlfriends, and the proceeds go to My Friend's Place.
That's unbelievable.
Can we go next time?
Yes,
'Cause
absolutely.
We'll spend money for homeless kids.
Right.
For
Yeah.
homeless kids, I'll spend money. I'll buy one of these dresses for homeless kids. That's incredible, and I literally just came from having a great conversation about like the props that are coming up and like trying to solve the homeless problem because it is one here. So
It is.
Yeah.
that's tremendous.
A lot of kids come from all over to be in Hollywood and realize it's more than just a dream and get in wrong situations or bad situations. Or some kids just age out of the foster care system. 18, it's your birthday, you gotta go. So
Which is
they don't
so
necess-
sad.
It's so sad. So My Friend's Place is a great organization. Tries to get kids in homes. Tries to get kids education so they can have a life. Tries to get them counseling because they've sometimes come from abusive places. So it's really something to sink your teeth into and help.
Amazing.
Well, good for you.
Thank
I'm so
you.
glad that you're involved in that and
Yeah.
helping out kids in
Yeah,
LA.
and we'll totally
That's
put
great.
that on our website. We'll totally plug that.
Oh, great.
So
Thank you.
You'll see it on our stuff.
Thank you.
And Felicia, so Better Things is like this runaway hit. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it's kind of, I'm not surprising, but yes, Pamela Adlon is genius and my friend for many years. So it's like working with your family, which is the greatest thing ever. She's the writer, creator, star, director of the entire show, and her and Louis C.K. And it's based on her life as a single mother of 3. Luckily, knowing her family, it was very easy for me to cast it because I know everyone
get
in her
it, yeah.
family.
I've met her
So it was
daughters,
just-
and
yes.
literally, like, the nailing it is not even, it's uncanny. A little bit.
Yeah, and her
It's
mother
really-
too, which was
Her
really
no,
tempting.
the mother, which I've had like Passover with, guys, like literally like deja vu every time I see an episode with her. It's chilling.
Well, it's really
amazing.
interesting casting Celia Emery in that part when Pamela when the show first got picked up, and she said, "We got to cast my mother, you know, and she's got to be British. She's got, you know, we should get Helen Mirren to do it." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, let's ask Helen Mirren to do it."
I like her
And,
impersonation.
oh God! No, you don't
Pretty
get
spot
that.
on.
Don't get that. I'll do it like this.
It is
So,
a good impression.
I don't
It's
have the
really
watch on, but. And you know, we had like long discussions and we worked on lists. And in my brain, the first person I thought of was Celia Emery, who I was a giant fan of hers from, of course, Bridget Jones, but Calendar Girls. And if you remember Calendar Girls, she
I saw
just
that on
was this,
Christmas
and knowing her mom and like the physicality of her, you know, and we did, you know, talk to other people, but I just kept saying, and Celia, and I said, look, you know, these other women were sort of blonde-haired, blue-eyed, you know, like Gemma, who plays Bridget Jones' mother, and people, and Helen Mirren, and those people. And I said, you know, it's hard enough people to actually believe that your mother's British, which she is, but, you know, throw in that mix, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed one, the whole series, everyone's going to be like, so when do we find out you're adopted?
Right.
But
Great
it was a
choice,
great,
though.
and we work really closely together on every aspect of it. So it's still a great experience, and I'm
But
so proud of
when
her.
did you find out that you were good at casting? Like, how did that come about?
God. Am I? I don't know.
I mean,
Um,
obviously, you
really,
have how
literally
many
something-
awards on about it? I mean, you are.
Yeah, but it's such an odd job that I think people who think they want to do it don't know what it is. And I think the people who end up being really good at it fall into it from different places as actors or agents, managers, or I was an actor as a kid, and I came from sort of a production art department background. So I had all of these skills, which were sort of, you know, I could be a coordinator, but I also was an actor as a kid and had like that skill also helped me.
Yeah, fun, it's fun reading
and also
with you.
working with.
You're a good reader.
Oh, thank you.
You are.
Yeah, I think
Good
when
job.
I'm thinking when I'm like 65 retired, I might go on the. No, actually, I'm in better
Go on the
things.
other side of the table?
I'm in better things.
Oh,
In the
really?
pilot. Yeah, I played the casting director.
Oh, that's
Which
Oh,
is not my
nice.
first time. I also played the casting director in Californication. So I have
my
been
gosh,
on
that's right.
Smell you.
screen.
IMDb.
So any other Dana may be representing me. So any
I
it's very
so
easy. Just call her to find me. It's very easy.
That would make
But
sense.
yeah, like I mean, it's a very. You have to really have worked for somebody. I was very lucky to have Jackie Birch, who was one of the most brilliant. I mean, she did all the John Hughes films, and I was very lucky when I moved here very young from New York at like 24 to fall into her lap, and she trained me, and she was a director. I mean, she worked with actors. I remember her working with like Alan Rickman and teaching him how to hold a gun for the scene, and I mean, she was really physical and got in there with actors. And the first job I worked on with her was Another 48 Hours, and they just threw me in, and I had me reading with actors. Like, I'll never forget it with Tisha Campbell, who was the first audition I did, and I'm the reader. I have no idea. And I did my best Eddie Murphy imitation.
I love it. Can you
And
give it to
I'm-
us now?
oh.
Can you give it to us
Oh,
now?
man, I wish I could remember. I'm sure. I can't. But it was, and I look up, and Walter Hill, the director, and Jackie, they're rolling on the floor, but they thought I was kind of brilliant. And they're like, you know, we might have to cast you as Eddie. So it was just one of those things,
funny.
but it's one of those really hard, stressful jobs, and has evolved over the years. Than when I started, it was a very different kind of job. So, I mean, I hope we get really talented people to want to be casting directors because it's a really integral part of the process of
It
film
really
and television.
Just think about how technology has affected the casting business.
1,000%.
I was an assistant first, and getting pictures and bios and resume and press, like you had to have it physically delivered.
I used to have to do delivery.
Yeah.
I used to deliver script. Literally the first day working with Jackie Birch was I had to drive a script to Bernie Casey's house
Wow.
for Another 48 Hours. And it was like that, and also bringing, after that there was just having
Actually
physically
putting the
bring it
sides
in, yeah.
together and faxing the sides everywhere.
Wow.
Technology has
Faxing
really
us.
made our jobs a teeny bit easier.
For sure.
and a lot harder.
And a lot
Yeah.
harder.
Because it's global now. I mean,
Yeah.
which is wonderful, but anybody can put their self on tape all over the world, which opens it up so much, but it also makes it like we can't sleep. Like we have to watch,
You have to be
every
30 tapes.
every
Yeah.
single person looking for
Yeah.
you, and I've got them coming in on a pilot from from Australia to London to Canada, wherever they
Whoever
are.
speaks English.
Yeah.
And Dana, you're kind of you guys probably work very closely together.
Absolutely.
How did you get
Helping me
as an
today.
agent? How did you get involved in being an agent?
I started out as an assistant. I wanted to make movies. And
Because you went to USC,
I
right?
went to USC.
Which they have a
and
great film school, but you were not in
I
film
was
school.
not in the film school. I was a communication major. I actually wanted to be an actress, and my parents let me apply to all these colleges for acting. And then when I finally got in, they were like, "Yeah, we're not going to let you do that. You need a job where you need a career where you can get a job, and we don't know if you'll ever get a job as an actress." So I was disappointed, but I'm actually quite grateful because I cry sometimes when my clients don't get jobs.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
can still pay my mortgage.
Right,
So,
yeah.
I don't know how it would be if that way. But what I realize about being an agent is that I'm really an advocate for my clients, and I love seeing them succeed. I especially love seeing them do things that they never thought possible or live beyond their wildest dreams.
That's amazing.